My name is Matthias Johnson. I am a senior at Griffin High. I have attended Moreland Road Elementary, Carver Road Middle, and now I'm finna currently graduate from Griffin High School. Some teachers and moments that would have stood out to me. So my 7th grade math teacher, Miss Mayfield. Yeah, she was a great teacher. We loved her. She always helped us, if we didn't understand something, she would explain it in different ways. And Miss Mullins too. She's a teacher at Griffin. She had helped me during algebra and really just whenever we needed. We could stop by, ask her questions and all that. And also Mr. Duncan. He's our athletic trainer. He helped me during my surgery recovery. I had torn my ACL playing football, and pretty much he was just there helping out and all that. Okay, some challenges that I had to overcome. I had mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I had ended up tearing my ACL during football and kind of shifting into that baseball season. So I was able to I had to miss a whole bunch of my seasons, and just the time out of school that just kind of not necessarily made my grades plummet, because they really had to make me work harder though, because they didn't have time in class, so I had to make sure I was getting it at home. And I don't usually like to talk about it a lot, but I think it was 9th grade or 10th grade year, I ended up losing my nephew, and that was really hard for me for a long time. I think I had fell into not necessarily depression, but kind of like a sadness and everything. I don't really talk about it with many people, but if you know me, it was definitely tough. But I had people to be able to, push me to, keep going. And I still have my little niece, and I love them. Gotta make sure I show them, what's the way and to overcome your challenges. Yeah. My plans after I graduate high school, so I'm gonna take the summer off, just hang out, probably try to do an internship some places. Then the fall, I'm gonna be going to Georgia Southern, where I will be studying in mechanical engineering. And I'll be there for the next 4 years, hopefully, or actually, a lot of people tell me to just say it and speak it into existence, but I'll be playing baseball for their team, and hopefully it works out that way. So what I know about mechanical engineering, it's just engineering in general. Engineering is into everything. The camera we're using now, the lights we have, the building we're standing in, it's everything engineering, or everything has came from engineering. And mechanical engineering is what I've wanted to do for a long time. I like putting stuff together, taking it apart, seeing how I can fix it, tear it down, all that. And from early childhood, I had this idea to where it's when we were in Atlanta, all the homeless people and all that, I want to re-engineer the buildings or the abandoned buildings to give them a place to stay at, and help them get back on their feet, then kind of repeat the cycle to a new set of people. I just had the idea for a long time. I just want to be able to, make that happen. So about GSCS school system and what has helped me and what hasn't, I think the helping part is just we're widely known. Obviously not always for great stuff, but we are still known in that case. So if I were to go a function, people be or people ask you where you from? Like, oh, I'm from Griffin. They're like, oh, you from Griffin? They're like, oh, so goes down there. I'm like, not really, not all the time. Cause that's what it's made out to be. Well, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Fights don't happen every day. It happens every once in a while. I think that's what people start to take away from it though. They don't really try to see the everyday, more like what happens then and there. But I think the connections part, because even just being from Griffin, it gets me a whole bunch of connections, or be able to, what I'm saying, be able to talk to people, kinda. or like relate. That's another word. Relate to him. And the part that hasn't, I would say, would be the part of how sometimes the media don't really try to highlight the positive more than the negative. I think that's one thing. If we just started trying to see what goes on in the community, like as a whole, besides the violence or something like that, you'll see the light in it. Because Griffin is not a bad place, I promise you. It can be, but it's not as bad as people making it. And I promise you that part. So I already know, you know what I'm saying, the present me has known what the past me has gone through. But I would just tell them not to give up and persevere and stay consistent. Because that's one of the things I think, like, nowadays I kind of struggle with. And I think the only reason is because, like what has happened. And a lot of the time, it just gets hard, you know? But just stay consistent and persistent, because I know that's, staying consistent, but through struggle and all that. But yeah, man, another thing would be, don't be scared to talk your feelings out and all that. Because balling up don't help nothing. Then another thing I would tell my future self is to just keep guiding the plan. That's the main thing right there. Because without him, I probably wouldn't even have seen it through today. Because I know there's going to be darker days. There's going to continue to be, the highlights and those low times. But as long as I keep guiding, it's going to see me through.